Why? Stop. Why is this thing not hot? I swear to God, if anyone says welcome to womanhood, I'm gonna lose my shit. All right, I got to talk about it because that clip and the one I'm going to show you is proof to me that this is nothing more than a mental illness. The first young person, the boy, is claiming he's having menstrual cramps, period pain, trying to put a heating blanket on it, hoping it'll go away. He's struggling. And then he says, if anybody says welcome to womanhood, I'm going to scream or something. Well, isn't that what you supposedly want? You say you're a girl, you're a woman. So if that's the case, then you'll have to deal with the pain that women go through when they have their period. Now, of course, I have no idea, and I never will have any idea, but that just goes to show you that these people are nothing more than mentally ill, and they need counseling because, as far as I'm concerned, there's no way this kid, boy, girl, whatever it is having menstrual cramps. I don't know what the hormone replacement therapy does, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to make them bleed. But that's not all. I'm going to introduce you to Stacy. Stacy is going to explain to you all the symptoms that she gets, just like a woman would get. But then he goes even further. So prepare yourself. And I hope you think it's as ridiculous as I do, because this person just screams mental illness. So have a look.
Hey, Stacy here. I want to come on today to talk about something that's been pretty popular of discussion online on social media, is regarding the trans period. Because I want to come out today and say that I do experience this. And even though we don't have the physical parts to bleed, we do have the same symptoms: the bloating, the gas, the irritability, the mood swings. You know, it's basically akin to the symptoms of PMS, really, is how I would describe it. Basically, this all started originally when I was starting on phytoestrogen, and it started up slow. It wasn't as severe until I got on to estradiol. And now it seems like the symptoms are a lot stronger. I've been having more bloating, pain, and gas. And the gas has been really stinky. When you look at cisgender women, they've done studies. One thing they found that can cause this sort of thing in cisgender women is fluctuations in adrenal functionality. Your adrenal gland is where the majority of your hormones are produced, except for your primary hormone, which is produced by your reproductive organs. Now, in a case of me, mine are completely shut down, so I don't get them from there anymore. However, my adrenal gland still produces a little bit of testosterone, and every trans woman is the same way, and cisgender women too. Some of us have sensitivity to testosterone, and in other cases, it's large increases in testosterone during that cycle. Now, I did mention that we don't have the parts to bleed, technically, but for someone like me, being a switch, I like backdoor play, and I like to do it myself on a regular basis. And I've noticed that during this time, I do end up getting a little bit of blood coming out of there when it doesn't normally happen. So take your own judgment on that one, I think.
So Stacy told us about a very popular online topic, which is the trans period. And although they don't have the same parts as women, no shit, and they never will, they still experience the symptoms, the bloating, the gas, the uncomfortableness, if you will. But Stacy says, and he goes on to explain whatever he believes to be real, but he says he gets a little boost of testosterone still from in his glands or whatever produces it. which of course you do because you're a man. All the hormone replacement in the world will probably not stop testosterone production 100%. But again, I don't know that. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. But this is how ridiculous these people are. They need to keep talking about they're a woman, their experience in this, their experience in that. Why are women not outraged by this when they are basically mocking women? They're mocking them, pretending they have cramps, pretending they're bleeding, pretending whatever. You've seen the dudes who walk around with the tampons. I don't know where they're putting them. I can only guess. Women should be outraged that this is even allowed to be broadcast because all they're doing is making a mockery of women. They know they can't be women. They know they can't get their period, but they're going to insist they do because, after all, they are women. But Stacy goes on to say, which is quite disgusting to me, that she enjoys backdoor. I think we all know what that is. And again, it's disgusting. But he does it himself, which is even worse. And sometimes he bleeds. Really, Stacy? Sometime you bleed? Yeah, you're going to bleed from somewhere that is for exit only, if you will. That's why we have that part, to clean out our system. It is not meant for you or anybody else to play around. So if you're bleeding, you know why. Because apparently you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. But these are the people with all the rights. They're the ones who are celebrated. They're the ones who can do anything they want and say anything they want, and no one cares because it has to be accepted. We have to accept this. Why is no one talking about it and saying these people need mental health counseling? That's what it is. And again, I'm not a doctor, but it's obvious. Did you see Stacy? Does Stacy look like a woman to you? Well, he doesn't to me, and he never will. But he's going to say and believe that because of what he's doing to himself, basically treating himself like an amusement park, he's bleeding, and it doesn't always happen. So when he bleeds, he wants to tell us that that's the trans period. That's what the blood is. When we all know, because we were all smart and we have a brain, that's absolutely ludicrous. But again, these are the people who were celebrated. They're the ones we have to embrace. And we have to believe it, I guess. I guess if Stacy says he gets a period, or that kid be in the beginning, I guess we have to believe it. Because after all, we're supposed to believe everything they say, right? We're supposed to believe that they're really a woman. They always thought they were. They always felt it. We all know it's bullshit. We all know it's an attention grab. And we all know it's never going to go away. But I had to show you this tonight because I found it so hilarious that Stacy wants us to believe that what he's doing to himself and the bleeding from it is a trans period. Outrageous, ridiculous, disgusting again. And I'm sorry I subjected you to this, but this is our world today, especially in our country, because this is what they advocate. This is what they want. The more they have, the merrier they'll be. That's why they want to do this shit to young children, to widen their gap, make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Apparently, sooner or later, they might take control. They have more rights than us. They can say what they want. We can't say anything about it, even if we don't believe it, because we're the bad guys. We hate. We're transphobic. No, we're not. No, we're not. But this is how it goes, and we just have to, I guess, brush it off because we see them everywhere. They're going to be out there. Let them do their thing because no one gives a shit. And that's it. And that's my opinion. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already liked this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. You'll never miss an episode. Share my videos with someone if you will. I'd really appreciate that. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon with something else. Have a great night. It's my